Kind of warms my heart that this new Baki season is shining a light on a character that has been shining a light for a very long time. And that's Mr. Always Prepared, Motobe Izo. Like, by now, everybody has seen what he did to Jack Hanma, but he has been like that for a long ass time, since the beginning of the Baki manga. And now thinking about it, after the Jack fight, he has not only beaten one son multiple times, he has beaten Jack too. This man is different. Like, in his introduction to the manga, he was clamored with praise because of how skilled he was and how dangerous this man actually is. That praise came from none other than Dopo Orochi. This man, as we know, is a dog in the Baki anime. This dude has fought Yujiro and Yuichiro, his father. So for him to say that somebody is as skilled as he is, and for him to comfortably say that he would be able to beat Dopo right now, shows how dangerous he is. And if you watch the original Baki the Grappler series, you saw that he was able to go up against Yujiro Hanma. But what's special about this encounter is that Dopo had very bad blood with Yujiro Hanma. And he held that grudge for 8 years. Yujiro beat the crap out of him 8 years ago, and he was like, I have been plotting my revenge and had my mind set on beating you for 8 years. I know every move possible that could be a striking attack, and I know how to counter you. In the next part I'm about to say, this was not shown in the original Baki series. It was only in the manga. In the midst of them fighting, you don't look at it like, oh, he's actually trying, but Yujiro is actually having problems enough where he has to use the demon back against him. Yes, this is the first time that the demon back has ever been shown to somebody in the anime or manga. But the official sign in the Baki series that you actually see the demon back shown is when he fights Dopo Orochi. And I think it was just for shock value, just to see something different in the anime and see how strong Yujiro Hanma is. I think they did that on purpose. But to say Motobe is the first person is crazy as hell. And the next time we see Motobe is in the prison arc, and he's going up against Yanagi. And I don't know what it is with Motobe and Parks, but he always either gets his ass whooped there or he beats somebody's ass. And more than likely, he's whooping somebody's ass. And that's exactly what he did to Yanagi. I mean, the fight was over, but Yujiro slapped his jaw all the way off afterwards. Like, I mean, it made sense because of what he did to Baki in that series, but who knows? He just wanted to probably do that for dominance reasons. And the saddest part about Motobe is that he flew into obscurity because of him getting beaten by a sumo wrestler. And he ends up being very strong going into the sumo arc that comes after the Musashi Miyamoto arc. But this is really the only legitimate loss that he had outside of Yujiro. And with this next arc, I'm very glad that we're about to see the fight between Motobe and Musashi. I'm not about to spoil it for y'all, but it shows how powerful he actually is. And a lot of people were like, oh, it's bullshit that he's able to beat Jack and have these fights. But then when you look back at his track record and the amount of people that say that he is the master of jujutsu and he's able to counter any attack that's thrown at him, you have to give him that respect. And I'm glad that in this next arc, they're about to put him in a brighter light than he's ever been in, because he's been so obscure. He's now getting the praise that he deserves. Because like I said, say it with me, Motobe Izo is always prepared. Have I ever talked about the time that Motobe Izo beat the Botox off of Jack Hanma? Well, they just recently animated it. As we know, Baki season just came out, and now I have a reason to talk about it. And just for anybody that's wondering, the person that Jack is fighting is the same equivalent to basically Batman. Simply because just from the beginning of this match, Motobe Izo is always prepared and has a counter attack for any situation. Like, after that little flurry, Jack was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna see how this goes. Now I'm about to take my jacket off, and Motobe is like, no, you about to get hit with this stick. And apparently this stick was just hard as hell, because he cut both of his shins. Like, it looked like it was broken. Like, had Jack Hanma knelt down to where they are eye level with each other. Like, this is the second time Jack Hanma's gotten his ass whooped in consecutive arcs. And when he knelt down there, you expect to do this. He clonked him upside down. And naturally, anybody that knows Jack Hanma, he is a extremely tough person. He's a never give up type person. So when he got back up, he was like, I'm about to gain some ground in this fight, and kicked him. But like I said about Motobe Izo, he's always prepared. And when Jack decided to try to kick down he almost cuts his entire foot off, but because how dense Jack Hanma's bones are, he couldn't get it through, but he still cut his Achilles tendon in half. And after that, as everybody knows, Jack Hanma's signature move, the bite. In reading the manga, I expected him to basically have no shoulder after this. But Motobe, like I said once again, is prepared for anything because under that jacket was the kind of material that you use for, like, I don't know, heavy duty shit. I don't know, stuff like this, hand gliding and all that extra stuff. And it ripped out every single tooth Jack had. And this dude bit through coconuts. This dude bit up nails and stuff. He is not somebody that you can scoff at when it comes to biting things. But now Jack is more mad than ever in his face. Oh my gosh, I have to have this as a screensaver. He's mad as ever, and now he's about to go on the offensive in a very overwhelming way. Like, he trucks him into the tree, and this tree, it's a miracle that it hasn't been taken down already, because the amount of times Motobe got hit, I expected him to be gone. Like, getting beaten consistently like this is insane. And after a long time of getting his ass whooped against the tree, he was like, I can't let you get close, and kicked him in his neck. And then this is the part that really got me. He said, I have been taking it easy on you. Now it's time for me to take this seriously. What? So he starts throwing shurikens and brings out a ball and chain, and this is where it got bad. He starts beating the living daylights out of Jack Hanma. He hit him a couple times that had him out. And in this movie, it kind of reminded me not only of Batman, but it reminded me more of Wonder Woman. Because if you remember, she is a type of person that knows how to hog tie things and put things together. And this is exactly what happens to Jack. He has his arm up in the air and he twists it the opposite way. Like, that shit, like, it's just all like that. Oh my God. It has him hog tied like this. A almost 8 foot tall, 300-pound man. Motobe beat him badly, and all Jack could do on the ground was cry. And I felt so sad for Jack. That's why I'm so glad that he got an arc where they kind of redeemed him. But all of it at the end of the day was just protection against Musashi Miyamoto, because he knows he fights to kill, and he's the only one that knows how to fight him his way. Like, you can't help after seeing this think that Tokugawa set him up so he can be humbled. Like, he really sent him against a man that is always prepared.